Welcome back. Still on to Good Morning Nigeria on the network service of the NTA. And we are still discussing the housing challenges in Nigeria. And we have Honorable Minister and our other guest, Mr. Damola, still here. And before we went on that break, we had some questions that some of our viewers sent. And this one says, good morning, presenters of Good Morning Nigeria. I am Olu from NING, Jos. I'm 50 years this May. How can I benefit from this housing project? I have an uncompleted project that I couldn't complete since 2020. How can I have access to the loan? And this one says, good morning. My question on housing goes, please, is there any means that our pension scheme can be used in securing or assessing housing mortgages, especially in the private sector? This is Dave Adebola. And this one is on the 774 houses. The challenge is that the ministry will give out the finishing of the estate out as a contract, and the prices will usually be over bloated. And at the end of the day, the cost will be passed over to the Nigerians that will tender to purchase them. This is John Ade from Abuja. Honorable Minister, sir.
Yes, thank you very much. The first one that is discussing about an uncompleted house he wants to complete.
Yeah.
Luckily, there is a facility under the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria that provide construction finance, individual construction loan to Nigerians. And those that have commenced construction, they are much more favored. So all he needs to do to take the designs of the houses and then calculate or estimate what it needs to complete the houses. Take the pictures of the houses and approach the branch in his own state where he's living. That branch will process the loan for him and send to the headquarters of Federal Mortgage Bank for them to disburse the money for completion. Okay. And I assure him that disbursement will be in 3 installments for him to complete his house and then occupy it. Immediately after completion, then they will start deduction 1/3 of his salary until he pays that facility. It's done by the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria over years, and people should know about that. The second one is the issue of
using pension scheme.
Using pension scheme.
To secure, to assess.
Already you can access your equity. Most of the mortgages, you'll find that you have to pay 10% of your equity. So the pension funds have agreed to give that, to pay that equity on behalf of Nigerians, on behalf of the pensioners, even if you are still in service. So the pension fund will use part of your pension fund that you need to have and pay your equity on your behalf. And then the deductions commences from your loan, because in some cases it's a requirement to pay equity. So pension fund have already started doing that. And I'm sure when he approached any of the Federal Mortgage Bank in the branches that we're having, they could be able to tell him that. Then the last question is on the 774
houses. Yes.
I think he's talking about the social housing we intend to do.
Yeah.
The social housing is a bold initiative of the government, and is intended to cater for the low income and the zero income Nigerians, even the vulnerables. So he didn't think of the cost of construction. The cost of construction is not a factor in the selling prices of the houses. The houses, when it is built, it will be sold to any Nigerian that approaches the institution that is disbursing those houses. Because
Okay.
to just consider what you earn, and you pay 1/3 of it, whatever it is.
Okay.